Welcome to the channel. Today's topic is battery charging. If you are looking for a super simple and quick method of calculating charge time, stay tuned and I will show you one of the easiest methods. I currently have a no start fault on this bike, so it's been down for a couple of months now while I've done some fault finding and a lot of digging around forums. But hopefully I may have found a very little known cause of the problem, which involves one of these. But as a result, my battery is now dead. Hopefully it can be brought back to life with a good charge, so I thought I'd put a little video together with a very basic way to calculate the charge time. And if you'd like to know more about this rabbit hole involving this little known component, please consider subscribing to the channel and keep an eye out in the near future for a video on that. So let's do this. To start with, there are currently today several different types of battery technology on the market. The main ones being flooded, lithium ion, AGM, lithium iron phosphate, gel and VRLA. The most common ones used are lead acid based batteries, and to keep things simple, that's the ones we are going to talk about today. The lead acid based ones from this list include the flooded, AGM, gel and VRLA. With the most commonly one used out of these four, and the safest one, is the AGM type. AGM stands for absorbed glass mat, and printed on the battery somewhere will have the letters MF, which just means it's maintenance free. So, although there are several other ways to calculate charge time with a higher degree of accuracy, a simple way to calculate the rough time it takes is with this formula. Capacity divided by the current equals the charge time. So in this formula, the capacity is measured in amp hours and the current is measured in amperes, commonly called just amps. Therefore, the results will be in hours. For example, if a battery has a capacity of say 200 amp hours and the charge current is at 20 amps, the charge time would be 10 hours. Because we divide the capacity by the current, 200 divided by 20 equals 10. The time it takes to charge a motorcycle battery can also depend on the battery's health and how badly it needs charging, but it can usually range from anywhere from between 4 to 18 hours. A higher amp hour charger will charge the battery faster. Just for example's sake, a 10 amp hour charger would charge a 40 amp hour battery in just 4 hours, while a 2 amp hour charger would take around 20 hours. But you do need to check the maximum amps your battery can handle being charged at. Generally speaking, you want to aim for a charger with a rated output at between 1 to 3 amps. I've gone ahead and pulled the datasheet and a care guide for my battery from the internet. So we see here under charging, in the important information section, it states: never exceed a charging current greater than 50% of the battery capacity. Charging too quickly or overcharging can cause damages. Also, if you want to, you should be able to find your battery's datasheet available online fairly easily, but this just confirms most of the important information that should already be printed on the actual battery itself. Then on the datasheet there should also be some other information like dimensions, etc. Before we just have a look at my battery and charger here, as you can see, a massive 93% of people watching these videos aren't currently subscribed, so can I just ask a small favour? At the end of this video, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It would really help me out in the YouTube algorithm. Thank you. Moving on, as you can see on the charger for a 12 volt system, it has an output of 1 amp. Now if we head over to the battery itself, it states here that the total capacity is 6.3 amp hours. So we take the 6.3 amp hour battery capacity divided by the 1 amp hour output from the charger, which gives us 6.3 hours. But do be aware, just on a side note, not all chargers are compatible with all battery types. I'm trying to keep this video quick and simple, trying not to fall down a rabbit hole, turning a short story long, so please use your own due diligence and research depending on your battery needs and the technology that you are using. But as you can see, after just over 7 hours, mine was giving me a reading of 12.62 volts. Then after letting the battery settle for a couple of hours, you should retest. In my case, I had the battery settle overnight as it was getting a bit late in the evening, and after 15 hours of resting, it's now given me a reading of about 12.3 volts. As I said, this video is only intended to give you a very brief insight to battery charging and a quick easy way just to get a rough idea of the charge time. So if you have enjoyed the video or found it useful, please do consider hitting that like and or subscribe button too. If you would like to see more videos like this, it would really help me out on the channel and it would be much appreciated. Thank you all for watching and ride safe.